let's hop right into it. We're painting our rifle. As you see, I have the rifle already prepped. I'm going to prep the tripod because I'm going to paint it right on the tripod. And no sense in talking about it. Let's be about it. Let's do it. I'm just using a trash bag to cover up the tripod. That way the tripod doesn't get paint on it, because you don't want your tripod to be all blocky and ugly unless we paint that next. So I can probably just take another piece of this painter's tape and secure the bag to the tripod so it's not blowing around in the wind. I have my canopy set up because unfortunately it's during a time of rain here in Virginia. So now that I've got my rifle dry, I've got it wiped off and clean, I've got my tripod prepped, it's time to paint. I have OD green, light brown, tannish color, and then a darker brown that matches with my surroundings here. And it also looks really cool when it's done. So I'm gonna start with my base coat and just get a good coat on the whole thing. Then I'm gonna come back to it once that starts to dry, and I'm gonna hit it with my other colors, my accent colors, if you will. Now, before you start painting your rifle, it's very important to wipe down all the oils, dirt, grime, anything that could be on it, because I've been shooting this thing daily for the last 4 or 5 or 6 days. So you want to make sure you wipe it down, but also dry it off. That way the paint sticks directly to the rifle. No issues. If you like this shirt, Combat Solutions Group Industries, stand by. Merch is coming soon. Now you want to make sure you hit all the angles low and high. That way you get the bottom, you get an even coating on the bottom, the sides, and then in between all of the things on the rifle. One of the reasons I like painting it on the tripod is that I can kind of shift it and move it around, inspect everything, make sure that it's all painted evenly, and get those hard to reach spots. So like I mentioned before, I just use my netting, I drape it on the rifle, and I'll do quick, light, even sprays down the entirety of the rifle, down one side, and do the same thing on the opposite side. It's very easy, but to get that desired look that you want, it's very important that you start very lightly. Very lightly. So now one of the last steps is to add your darker colors. I generally add my darker colors to the top. That was kind of like wildlife, like an animal, a fox or a deer, where it's a darker coat on the top and then the lighter colors are on the bottom. That way it just helps it to blend in a little bit more. Well, now it's finished. It's done being painted. It's dried. I was actually supposed to shoot it today, but we had a little bit more rain. Surprise. Here it is, completely finished. I've let it dry, and then what I did was I brought it outside and kind of let it get into the elements some. You're probably wondering why I left the end of the light exposed. I'm just going to put a little piece of multicam tape and then get a cap to put on it. Same thing with the grip. I'm going to put just some multicam tape on it, but it's completed so far. I think it looks great. It is a little lighter than what I wanted. It doesn't necessarily completely blend into the foliage around me, but this isn't a graded project. And of course the charging handle. I bought the charging handle. I got it. I just got it today, so I'm gonna have to paint that separately. But this is the finished product. This is it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you guys check out Bunker Branding / Kingpix Media for merch. I've got a lot of stuff on the way. Currently, we have 4 shirts that are up. I've got more that's on the way, but you got to stick around for it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You know, the algorithm loves those comments. So, with that being said, I would love to stay around and talk, but I got some stuff I got to do.